Hey everyone, it's Ben and Karen. We're streaming The Usual Place, and we're the usual people. Can you go back to my stream?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Karen doesn't like my streams, so she watches other streams. No, I would never watch another stream. See that thing I was telling you about?
But see how clear the video is?
Eh?
So we have to...
Not as clear as ours. Yeah, they're in the Envy Content House. Yay. That's better. Well, it wasn't working.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
Yeah, what's happening?
I'm just refreshing it.
What? What's funny?
I'm just refreshing it.
Mm-hmm.
It still has the flicker. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Heis and Hisham, how's it going?
Yeah, it's us. Hooray. Mm-hmm. So we're going to look at games 3 and 4 from the Komodo match. We've already did 1 and 2, and there's, I think, 3 videos on our YouTube page about that. So there you go. At least 3.
Mm-hmm.
And so forth. Hey, I'm streaming. You guys should always refresh. So I'll, do something. Always refresh. It's fun to always refresh. Hey. Mm-hmm. You can refresh. Da, 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 da. You can say always refresh.
How's everybody doing?
Mm-hmm. It's ruined. Mm-hmm. Yay, I'm 2803 now. I'm the best. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sven, how's it going?
Mm-hmm. I thought you said Ben. I was like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
New loco. You mean location?
Yeah. Well, no, you just don't watch our stream.
Mm-hmm.
Want to thank our sponsor and our partner, NordVPN. The more you NordVPN, the more they sponsor me. So let's do some NordVPN. Exclam Nord. Exclam NordVPN. Exclam former muscle. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at Sven. He knows what he's doing. If you want to save time, Sven, you could type exclam Nord. Then you double your productivity. That's a Simpsons reference. Mm. So Homer worked at home because he was too fat. So he got on disability. Mm-hmm. That was intentional. He was trying to gain weight to get on disability. So then all he'd have to ever do was type yes. Do you want to vent nuclear waste? Yes. But then he typed Y, and before he could push the E, it worked. Y was for yes. So he tripled his productivity, he said.
I remember that. You told me that story.
Yeah.
Hey, now I'm going to pull up Discord because she actually explains a couple of things in there.
Oh. Yeah, I wait to read that so that we have more viewers.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm going to get it queued up.
All right. Don't forget NordVPN, the best VPN that sponsors me. Possibly also the best VPN. I've actually heard of them. I haven't heard of any VPNs, so they got to be the best. It's no shame being beaten by the best. Boy, we was beaten by the best. That's Jim Varney in Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Darn, why is it so hard to do everything on my phone?
Mm-hmm. You have NordVPN now. Did your rating go up? All right.
Oh, here it is.
102%. Wow. That's not good enough, Sven. You have to give 110% somehow. Not sure how. All right, so who you guys got? KC or Buffalo, and Green Bay or San Francisco? What is it, Green Bay and San Francisco? Yeah. Who you got? Anybody? Anyone? Mm-hmm. 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 KC and Green Bay? Correct. That's the correct answer. That guy did good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Buffalo, San Fran, Rams, Bengals. Those answers are, you just picked the 4 underdogs. What he meant to say was Kansas City, Green Bay, Tampa, and not Jacksonville, Nashville, Tennessee. It is Nashville, but it's Tennessee. Mm-hmm. Although I believe the Bengals will win, and the other 3 games, I disagree. However, I barely disagree with Buffalo. I mean, I think KC's like a 52%. If Green Bay loses to San Fran, Karen will eat her hat. I don't want to eat my hat. I'm vegan.
I don't have a hat.
I'm a vegan. You don't have one of those sun hats? Yeah. Yeah, Rodgers is pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Buffalo will win. It doesn't seem likely Buffalo will win. They're playing, in Kansas City. Hats are often vegan? Okay. Well, if it's a vegan hat, I'll eat my hat. Yeah, I think the most likely result of the 4 games is Green Bay wins. Second most likely result is nothing. They're all like really close. Really close. Who do you think will win? The Rams or Tom Brady?
I don't remotely care.
You heard of Tom Brady?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, you've heard of Aaron Rodgers.
Heard of him.
He plays for Green Bay. These guys are all still in somehow.
A bunch of millionaires running around exercising.
Yeah, you can't steal Spencer's line, who stole it from my dad. It's just,
hey, it's still in the family.
That's correct.
All the family's stealing from each other.
Paul Morphy dad died from a hat.
I mean, I just don't care about it. Don't care about it.
What if Alabama's playing?
But I know you're passionate about it. I don't care the tiniest bit.
Very tiny?
If I've got to choose, then obviously I'm going to choose Alabama. But otherwise, if it's not... I just happen upon a game with Alabama in it. I don't ever plan or rarely plan to see an Alabama game or any game.
Which movie is under 13 Karpov?
Other than chess. I actually plan to see chess games.
Yeah, under 13 Karpov, what movie is he referencing?
Was Morphy's dad killed by Odd Job? I don't know.
Goldfinger. Odd Job was the bad guy. He was a mute.
Yeah.
And he killed people with his hat. He'd throw his hat and it would like slice your head off because it was like metal around. And then he died because his hat got thrown at James Bond, but he ducked. That's why he's James Bond. And the hat hit some metal thing and it stuck to it. So when Odd Job went to get the hat to kill him, it doesn't make any sense. He electrified the metal thing. James Bond was some loose thing, and then Odd Job was electrocuted because he held onto the hat. That made a lot of sense, by the way. And the reason he did that is he couldn't beat up Odd Job. If he punched Odd Job would start laughing.
Why is he called Odd Job?
You have to see him.
Yeah. Oh, I can't help it.
But here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing, though.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I can't help but think of the related word hand job.
Right.
Odd Job.
That's related, but when he punched Odd Job thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And earlier in the movie, Odd Job took a golf ball and crushed it and threw it away, like it crushed it into nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, Odd Job was tough. He died by a tragic road head accident. Odd Job died by BJ. Man, harsh. It's hard to tell because trying to learn always jokes, so I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to rewatch some of the James Bond movies. I haven't seen a lot of them since I was a little girl.
Yeah. And so forth. All right, I'd like to talk about my partner and or sponsor, NordVPN, because I'm contractually obligated to do so. Also, I like them because they sponsor me. Super fast servers, 5,200 plus servers in 9 countries. Unlock Netflix and your favorite entertainment websites. Doesn't apply to some people, but it does to some people. By the way, if you're traveling, I recommend having a VPN. NordVPN. I'm not even kidding. You really should have a NordVPN if you're traveling. If you're sitting at home and you don't want to get it anyway because you like me. But if you're traveling, don't get it because you like me. Get it because you should get it. The truth hurts. 30-day money-back guarantee. The more money you give them, the more they guarantee. Right? That makes sense, right? Yeah. By the way, if you donate to me, no guarantee. Yeah. You're guaranteed that you may be banned in 30 seconds if you give me money. I guarantee you might. Protects data while traveling in public, which I just said. Cybersecurity suite, which adds it as an ad blocker. Just don't block my ads. No data logging, which is an issue a lot of you have, that people are stealing your information because they really want to know your information. You're such an exciting person. Every company is like, what's he doing? Terrible. 24/7 customer support, except on leap year. No, even then. Live chat and emails. Live chat's the most fun. Basically, if you want to meet women, which you do, but you don't know how, live chat, 50-50. I mean, could be, right? Up to 6 simultaneous connections. That way you can give a simul. Double data encryption for increased anonymity. Can you increase your anonymity? How do you increase? Anonymous, how can you be more anonymous? Man, I like that.
I had to deny a comment. Yeah, we can't.
I do want to be more anonymous. I like that. Yeah.
We can't sully our sponsor.
No, sponsors. The reason you guys can watch me is because I have a sponsor. Otherwise, I have to go back to my other job. Terrible. Compatible with most operating systems, including Windows, Mac OS, Linux, iOS, and Android. So many Chappelle jokes I'm not making. Unlimited bandwidth. That was one of the complaints. They said, what about the bandwidth? And I said, unlimited. By the way, when I talked to, what's his name? I don't know, James something, yesterday. We were driving, I drove him back. Yeah.
I'll read that next one.
To me, audience as well. Oh, yeah, that's right, Dominic. Yeah. Well, you're German, so you need a VPN, if you know what I mean. And you do. Okay, Karen doesn't, but you do.
Anyway, I'm sorry, what about James, though?
Okay, so James and I were driving back, and what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, unlimited. So I always say that Rex has unlimited money, and then people argue with me. You know who didn't argue with me?
James,
he's like, well, yeah. It says if he spends money, he makes more than that. It doesn't matter. He has unlimited money. It just keeps coming. You can't stop it.
Right.
Like somebody who would trying to learn would understand that the money's unlimited. Like, let's say you had $3 billion, whoever you are, right? How would you spend all of it? The answer is fries. I think it's time for Brewster's Millions too. And then this thing that I don't know that you said you knew.
Oh, yeah. So they gave me some additional information.
Yeah, because I asked the chat what it is.
She said it really doesn't matter that much, but if you want to, you're welcome to dive
This is the IKEv2 IPsec security protocol. I have it explained by somebody who knows what it is.
From NordVPN.
Yeah. The security protocol is a way of referencing the encryption process. It separates your data. Does it lift and separate? Separates your data so third parties can't access it. And P2P sharing is allowed. Well, I know what peer-to-peer networking is.
Okay.
So wait, security protocol, so the encryption. By the way, I was watching that murder thing remember I was watching the trial at the end, you walked in. $9.99. Thanks, Han Superman. And the guys that they think probably drove to Florida and were guilty, they had the thing, the GPS thing that like Wes has, where it's like on a screen. And they had deleted that. So they went to the FBI and all that stuff. And it was encrypted what happened before, and they got it. And it showed driving directions to her house. Yeah, but they had to get like the top guys on it. It took them a long time. A long time.
That sounds fun. I like those kind of shows too.
Yeah. But NordVPN's so good if the FBI gets your information, because they're really interested in you. Maybe they can decipher it. Maybe. I doubt it. Do you remember years ago when the guy was a killer and they had his cell phone? And then they were going to catch him with his cell phone, but they couldn't get in his cell phone. So then the FBI couldn't do it, and they're asking Apple, like, get in that cell phone. Apple's like, nah, man.
I remember that.
Yeah, eventually they got in. The FBI couldn't get in.
It was one of the Boston bombers, wasn't it?
I think so.
I think it was one of the Boston.
Yeah.
Those two brothers. Yeah. I think it was one of those guys. I do remember that, and I think it was one of those guys.
That's pretty good that the FBI can't figure it out and they ask for outside help. What does the FBI do all day?
Oh, it was a San Bernardino shooter code.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So they declined to help, though, right? Didn't help.
Yeah, they didn't want to, and they went to court and said, we don't have that. That's his cell phone. We can't just give his information. Also, they probably couldn't. They didn't know how. So I think the FBI cracked it eventually after like a month or two.
Oh,
They
okay.
figured it out. But
Okay, yeah, I had.
I mean, if the FBI guys can't do it, if they can't find who can do it, got to find somebody. For more information on this story, see the movie. What was that terrible, terrible, terrible movie? Swordfish? I think it's Swordfish. I think so.
I don't think I saw that.
Yeah. No, that's good. You'd be really mad if you saw it because it's not good.
I mean, I dislike more movies than
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah, and I think they like Swordfish because it has Halle Berry and John Travolta. Man, it doesn't sound good, does
It
it?
sounds terrible already.
Right. Yeah, yeah, but there's a scene where the guy has to crack the code, and there's he's getting pleasured, and they're going to kill him if he doesn't do it. Like to see how good he is at like cracking the code. And they were and then it was a minute, and they were like yelling at him, "We're going to shoot you." Then he's like, "No, it's done." Yeah, that was one of the funniest scenes ever. Yeah. Etc. Yeah, the movie was very suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it.
It's-
NordVPN's recommended by me. Now, I'm supposed to read you it's recommended by these companies. That doesn't matter. It's recommended by me. You do what I say. You gonna listen to somebody else? I don't think so. Recommended by VPN Mentor and PC Magazine. And they win lots of awards. Like Best VPN 2019. There was no Best VPN in 2020 because of COVID. But in 21, 22, this is the part I like. Use it as an extension of Chrome or Firefox. I like the Chrome part. Firefox, what am I? Change your IP and enjoy gaming. The more you change your IP, the less you'll get arrested. You know what you're doing. Yeah. So whether you're an honest person like me or a criminal like Karen, NordVPN is the VPN for you. I don't mean the world champion, Max Uwe. I mean you. All right, now I'll wait a second or two while you're buying it. Oh, we didn't put a thing. Did you?
I did already.
Oh, okay.
At the beginning. I wouldn't do another one.
Yeah, you do one at the beginning and one at the end. No?
Okay, what? Maybe, all right.
There you go. Let's see, who's texting me?
Yeah, that's fine as long as she can.
Yeah, the weather is going to be bad. My brother texted me, but
I forgot when he's coming.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday. Nobody knows. Yeah. PB&J. Very good. All right. Well, thanks for watching the stream. Bye, everybody. All right. Now, let's look at game 3 in my match with Komodo, the last game that I won. When I was 3-0, I figured I'd win another game, but no. And obviously, and frankly, by the way, and frankly, they have new evidence, but most scholars don't believe it, that the Jewish guy told on him to save his family. But most scholars say are like, nah, that didn't happen.
I know all about that.
Yeah. And frankly, ridiculous. Yeah.
This is game 3.
Hooray. Yeah. Wait, I'm having fun. The doctor said I was crazy, but I escaped. Okay, so let's make that an NFT and retire. What do you think?
No.
I might have to do this to make it an NFT. Okay. Okay, hey. Now it's fine. No, that is good.
Hey, I didn't think James seemed to be that big of a fan of NFTs either.
Mm-hmm. He wrote a book on crypto and NFTs. It's coming out soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Also, he doesn't like Bill Burr.
Yeah, you like that about him.
And he loves Louis.
Well, who doesn't love Louis? I guess women. Oh, snap.
But I love him.
Well, yeah, but it's because you were sharing a room with him.
Right. Okay.
And so forth.
Okay, I got it.
Can you time out the guy who asks every 5 seconds if I'm Jewish?
Yeah. Well, we don't need to.
Yeah, you don't ask people what their religion is and then beg for an answer. You have to make sure you see your therapist.
We'll just give you a timeout. It's just it's rude and
you're just being rude.
It seems like you're trying to push buttons and
right. Yeah, you should, but don't forget your medication. Ooh, I'm having fun. Yay.
You just want to pretend that.
See, I didn't say did you, No, I didn't say that. When I told Aviv I said that, he didn't believe me.
Well, let's talk about it offline because I think that's probably borderline.
Borderline, right?
Yeah. So
Good wife. Borderline.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do this the whole stream. Okay, now who does more arrows than I do? Like even now, quick.
You said Hikaru.
Yeah. Ask the chat. Ask the chat.
I don't think he does more than that.
Okay, chat. Hello. Back me up. Back me up, chat.
I'm on his stream a good amount. Mm-hmm. He looks at me. He doesn't do that.
Hikaru does more. Hikaru. Yeah. Hikaru was doing arrows. He was looking at chess with Gotham like a year ago, and Gotham says, "I don't know what the position is anymore. I don't know what's happening."
With Kasparov?
No, Gotham.
With
Hikaru.
Oh, with Hikaru.
Yeah, Hikaru was like this, and then I was like, "Where's the position? What's going on?" All right. Hikaru says chat way more. That is true. He does say chat.
He loves to say chat.
Yeah, but actually he's talking about Indian food. So, yeah.
No, he loves to say chat.
Yeah. Now, you know what his favorite play is?
Hikaru's favorite play?
Yeah. Get ready to donate.
Let me see. I don't know.
Chat on the hot tin roof. Oh, snap.
Okay.
And they've never heard of Cat on the Hot Tin, so they don't know what I'm talking about. It's like 5 people know what I'm talking about.
I thought you were going to... I don't know why...
Hamilton. That's a good answer.
I don't know why Chitty Chitty Bang Bang came to mind.
Ooh, Chitty
Like
Chitty
chatty.
Yeah.
Bang Bang.
Yeah. I have heard of it. Yeah. What's this stream about? He says chat a lot. Well, he repeats himself a lot, as does Trump.
Bang, bang.
Trump says the same thing twice when he's talking. He does. He says something and he says it again. Then he goes on and he says it again. It's weird. Now, Biden gave a press conference today, the first press conference he's given in 7 months. And I talked to his doctor on the DL, and the doctor said Biden has a serious case of old. Biden is 79.
Huh? Yeah, he's just so...
So Biden's just wearing tons of makeup.
Really?
Right. Well, yeah, he's on TV.
So
he's got like, what do you call, pancake and whatever. And he still looks older than 79.
This is, I don't like that on my face.
Well, when you're on TV, you have to wear a lot of crap.
I wouldn't wear it.
You wouldn't be, they wouldn't let you on if you didn't wear a ton of crap.
True.
If you wore nothing, no way.
No, people have a right to not put it on their face.
Then they have a right not to let you on TV. Yeah.
I don't think that they would probably, maybe me.
Ooh, Feinstein 2030.
Somebody more important would get their way.
Is Dianne Feinstein alive? Is Chuck Grassley alive?
Feinstein's alive, but she was so old.
Who's older, Feinstein or Grassley?
I don't know.
Damn.
How they're still in office.
Man.
Thank you, Charles. I don't like that.
Feinstein's older than Grassley?
All that stuff on my face.
I didn't think anybody in the world was older than Grassley. Are you serious that she's older than Grassley? Because Grassley's really old. God damn. If I had to make a bet, I would say Biden's not going to finish the term. Not because he died, which is possible. I just think like he'll say like, I'm tired, leave me alone.
Did Feinstein ever try to run? Didn't she try to run for California governor? Mm-hmm. I don't know how. Oh, she's a senator, right? She's senator. Mm-hmm. But I think that she would have made a great president when she was younger.
Mm-hmm. Like 40 years ago?
Yes.
No, he won't get primary. We don't do that in this country. She's 3 months older than Grassley.
That's so funny.
Nice. By the way, this is not a joke. Mm-hmm. And he said it yesterday. It really does sound like a joke, but it's not. He's already running for president.
Who?
James Altucher.
What?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. He went to the what are you supposed to do? He did it.
Oh, he's on the ballot?
Well, I don't know if he's on the ballot, but he's registered to run for president. Oh. Getting on the ballot in every state is a different thing.
Yeah, okay.
But he did whatever you're supposed to do.
I don't know what the process is. He did the first step.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it a serious thing, or is he just...
I mean, I don't think he would win.
Oh, well, I don't think he thinks he would win.
Right. Yeah. But maybe he'll win. He'll show us.
I mean, maybe Trump didn't think he was going to win.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's move this.
Yeah. Kanye West. Oh, sorry about that.
All right. When you learn how to spell social and Democrat, I'll get back to you. That's why I voted for Kanye West. Yeah, James Altucher. That's right. Fox News will have fun with that. Okay, so this is my match with Komodo, which was played a few days ago. And as you all know, except that guy, he spotted me a knight, so the match would be close. And this is game 3. I'm up 2-0. I played e5. And then we played the bishop's opening without this knight here. Obviously, it's a bishop's opening. He's missing a knight. Right? Mm-hmm. That was the level of a Will Ferrell joke. Yeah. Okay. D3, C6. 9 gifted 9 subs.
Yay.
Now that's, I think you donated 10 subs once and I was furious. That's the right amount of subs.
9.
Yeah. If you could donate, 99 subs, then we're getting somewhere. This guy said I had a stroke. So you want to ban him?
Where are they saying that?
Right there. Also, why haven't our other admins done anything about that?
Let's just do let's start.
No, but why?
Because a lot of times we're just like 12.
Our admins?
No, you mean?
No, the admins don't do anything.
Oh, the admins.
Yeah, I see these crazy things, then you delete it.
They're very hard at work.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're hardly working.
Tensor Extension works his ass off. Where are you, Tensor?
He does?
Yeah.
All right, Bishop B3.
I don't know if he's here.
Always retreat. That's a good engine. Now, I don't want to say I'm an opening specialist, okay? But it's move 3, and I'm black, and the engine says I'm +5. Against 3,400. So, just saying. Yeah. Ban the admins is correct. Okay, D5. Now, in this position, if my opponent had a knight, okay, and he played knight F3, and I played D5, and he went back, that's like the main line of this opening, of this bishop's opening. But he played here, and now if he played knight F3, that would transpose into theory. I don't know why he didn't play knight F3. Frankly, terrible. Okay, so he played queen E2 because he doesn't want to trade queens. If it goes takes, and I trade queens, then what would Lenny Kravitz say? It's over. Okay. So, and white never wants to do this. This is the kind of move you guys would play. Okay? Because you're bad and you should feel bad. You're trading this pawn for this pawn. The negative of the pawn on C6 is my knight can't go to C6. And this is your stake in the center. Now, I don't have a stake in the center because...
You're vacant?
Right. Yeah, see, Karen knows what's going on.
Well, I thought for a minute it might be a chess center joke.
Yeah. What? Oh. 9 gave 9 subs again. It's going to be 11 times this thing's going to happen. Yes.
Yay.
Actually, no, don't give 99 subs. Donate 9 subs 9 times. And then A plus 1 is 9 because that's the way 9 works. Now, if you don't believe me, we can ask Holden. Now, this isn't a joke, and it really does sound like a joke, but it really isn't. The guy mentioned Commodore 64. In 1988 to 1992, me and Commodore 64 were like, that, son. Now, let me tell you what I did, and don't make fun of me. When I lived in Belgium, I would play tournaments. I had a Commodore 64. That was my computer. Because it was 88. What do you want me to do? And then I put my games in a Word, not Word, but some word processing file. And then I would print them out on the old printer. And then I would send them to people because there's no internet. So like in 88, I'm printing things out and mailing them to the US using my Commodore 64. Yeah. Nobody's in the world's ever done that, but I did.
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't have a Commodore 64.
Okay, now let's see who in the chat knows what's up. Got to be pretty old for this. What was before the Commodore 64? And we also had that when I lived in Michigan when I was a kid. Most people haven't heard of this. Yeah, the VIC-20. That's right. I had a VIC-20 too. The VIC-20 could do nothing.
Yeah.
No. Like, okay, if you asked this piece of paper to do math, it would do just as good a job as VIC-20. This is, yeah. VIC-20, like, you like C DOS, and then like C DOS run DOS run. I mean, you couldn't do nothing. Yeah, VIC-20. God damn. They are amazing. You don't get enough credit. No. I just got a credit card recently. Karen said I got enough credit. He said I don't get enough credit. I got plenty of credit. Yeah. I don't have any money, but I have credit. You could play text games on VIC-20s. Those were fun. Now, as you all know, except you don't, between the ages of, I'm going to say, 24 and 44, inclusive, I would just walk around saying 2600. Okay? And to understand that, you have to watch, what's the law firm show with William Shatner and the other guy? The other guy's famous. He's Denny Crane. What show is the Denny Crane? Boston Legal, thank you. On Boston Legal, Denny Crane would walk around saying Denny Crane. He like to hear, Denny Crane. And they're like, why'd this happen? He goes, Denny Crane. I'm Denny Crane. And so I was saying 2600 way before that. So I was thinking of suing them, right? They're like, how did you know this? I'm like, 2600. It didn't matter what it was, if it was chess or not, right? And then out of the blue, I'm in Barnes & Noble and or Borders. It's the same store. This is when Borders existed, okay? Now I'm a Grandmaster without Borders. I'm walking around, and in the magazine section, I see a magazine called 2600.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a magazine for hackers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's named after Atari 2600, which I didn't know about. Yeah, James Spader. Yeah, Hacker Mag. Yeah. And I was like, man, this is great. 2600? Yeah. And I'll tell you one more thing before we go on. Okay, this is into my mental, something. If you thought Levy was crazy, I'm going to one-up him right now. When I saw some Alice in Wonderland movie, I don't know what it was called. I called it Alice in Wonderland, but it's with, who's that crazy actor who always plays crazy and women think he's cute?
That could be a lot.
Ugh. Come on, I'm giving you everything. Thanks, Julian Berman. Johnny Depp. Was that called Alice in Wonderland or was it called something weird? Okay. But anyway, yeah, Michael Cera. Okay. Yeah, it's Johnny Depp. It's Johnny Depp.
I saw it.
Okay. I thought you had the 12 Pro. You have the 13 Pro?
I don't have the 13.
Yeah, you have the 12 Pro.
12, they look very similar.
Okay. So in that movie, near the end of the movie, okay, the dragon is like, nice to meet you again. And she's like, thanks. And he's like, not you, the sword. Terrible. Because the sword could, okay.
Hey, I played Leisure Suit Larry. I don't know what the IBM PS2 is, but I played it on, it was a green screen for sure.
Okay. So near the end of the movie, she jumps up in the air with her sword and she says, off with your head, and she cuts the dragon's head off.
Yeah.
And I said the movie would be better if she said 2600 and then cut his head off. Wasn't kidding either. Now that would be a great movie.
Maybe. I saw that movie. I don't even remember that.
Magnus would be like 2900 and cut the dragon's head off. Now you like the movie. And then the next game, the next day, Magnus would beat somebody playing the dragon. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Now they're talking in like some DOS. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, he played Queen E2 to stop trading queens. All that stuff I said was about that. Then we traded. And I wanted to trade everything. And I did. Bishop G5 is not a good move because he doesn't want to take that. So that's a bit shallow and pedantic, I believe. Castling queenside is obviously correct because he's down a piece. So, yeah, I was pretty proud of this move because obviously I don't want my queen here. And typically you would play something aggressive, right? As John Malkovich would say. Oh, you didn't see rounders. Oh, very aggressive. Yeah. Agent Scythe subscribe. Thank you. Let's get a train. Train. Yeah, do that 9 subs again. We'll get to level 5 right away. So obviously, if I was to ask Karen, which 2 pawns in black's position are the weakest, she would say...
There's those 2 doubled ones.
Those, right? And a third one would be this one, because it's not defended. Thanks, Farty Party. Yeah. Well, if I play queen e8, I can easily defend my pawns. And my queen can go over here. Thanks, 9-9. You're the best. And my queen can go here. So I can defend everything, attack his bishop, put pressure here. I'm not in line with the rook. Let me see what the engine says. It says queen c8 and queen e8 and b5. b5 is a ridiculous move. That doesn't make any sense. It likes queen c8 very, very, very slightly more than queen e8. You know why? Because it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we... Queen e8's better. If we sit here for like an hour, it'll jump up to queen e8. Because I said so. I'll sit here an hour. I told Spencer once, about 9 years ago, that I played this great move. It was a boring position. I played king g2. And then the engine said, king g2, no good. And I said, no, it's the best move. So we waited 8 minutes, and the engine said, king g2, number 1. It was a positional. It had nothing to do with the position. It's obviously the right move. Yay, 4. It's not even one of the top 3 moves. b5 is the ridiculous move. I've never been so angry. So you want to wait an hour until it says queen e8's the best?
No.
Correct. Okay. I need a better computer. Okay, queen e8.
Well, I like it also because it's protecting the bishop.
Knight, right. That's also correct.
Yeah, because that looks...
Now when he attacks my pawn, yeah, this is better here. It does everything.
Yeah.
I can't do more. And I'm a professional athlete. Professional athletes always want more. Now, the number 1 move according to the engine, Stockfish 12, is king b1. Always play king b1. Yeah.
Hey, Kokomon.
And Komodo agreed. Komodo and Stockfish are like, that, son! So in this position, if you were playing and you didn't listen to me, which both of those are very likely, you would never play king b1. You wouldn't even think of it. I wouldn't think of it. You'd be like h4, g4, f4, rook d3, rook h3, rook g3, and you would say, king b1, that's stupid, I'm down a piece. I can't play king b1. And that's why you don't listen to me, I always play king b1, and that's why you are who you are. Wonder who they are.
Low-rated players.
Hey, Omni Chess, what about bowling? I'm from Michigan. More bowling alleys in Michigan than any state in the country. Unless it's Ohio. It changes. Yeah, I used to watch darts when I lived in Brussels on BBC. I'm too thin to throw darts. I have to gain some weight. Those guys who threw darts were like 800 pounds, and they were drinking beer as they were throwing darts. Those were the best players in the world.
Yeah.
I wonder who's more overweight, darts throwers or bowlers? I mean, professionals. Probably darts. Yeah, probably. Because to even play darts, if you're in Britain, you're just in a pub playing darts, that means you're an alcoholic, so you got to be big. You could actually go to a bowling alley and not be an alcoholic. We went to the bowling alley with the kids. Yeah, but if you're playing darts, you're in a bar and you're drinking. Yeah. That was good the way I figured that out.
But, I mean, all alcoholics are not overweight.
But it doesn't hurt. Yeah.
Sometimes they don't, if they're real bad off, they don't eat.
If you're like, I need some exercise and do a sport, and you choose darts, that's because you're overweight. True story. Yeah. Yeah, Bartolo Colon was great. He was like 900 pounds, and he was a pitcher. And he was a very good fielder. I mean, he was like winning Gold Glove like as a pitcher when he was like 1,000 pounds. He would. I mean, he was great. Yeah. And then we had a fat guy on the Tigers when we won the World Series in '84. Not Willie Hernandez. Probably Aurelio Lopez. Man, Willie Hernandez was great, but he wasn't fat. Well, field, I'm talking about pitchers. By the way, a question that can never be answered, it can't be, I won't allow it, is which fielder is fatter? So Cecil Fielder was huge. I mean, he couldn't run to first, right? He got like in a wheelchair. Okay. And then his son, Prince Fielder, was also huge.
But what about the chest?
You think Prince Fielder's fatter than Cecil Fielder? It's a very important question. I was at a Tigers game in Tiger Stadium, which doesn't exist anymore. And I was there watching. Cecil Fielder hit a foul ball that left the stadium. It was almost a home run, but it was a little too far left. And I was like, God damn. What about chess?
I mean, I love chess. I don't care about all these sports.
Prince Fielder did go vegan. That's correct. Mo Vaughn fatter than Prince Fielder? I don't believe it. Although Mo Vaughn pretty
I love
fat.
to hear chess stories.
Mo Vaughn pretty fat. Yeah. Etc.
But these people aren't.
Oh, let me tell you what I saw today on Twitter.
Never know and ever care about.
Let me tell you what I saw on Twitter today. Ashley tweeted a picture of the RZA playing Jimmy. What's Fox's first name? Jamie Foxx.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And in the position they showed, Jamie Foxx was better, and he had like a positional advantage. So, and they said he's real serious about his chess. So he must be at least 1600 string Jamie Foxx. He lost the game eventually.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
But I mean, it looked like a real position, like they were playing.
Cool.
Yeah, because I know that the Riz is pretty good and Jizz is pretty good. Yeah. Etc. Mainly, etc. Jimmy Foxx. Okay. Although I think Jimmy Foxx was a great baseball player from 80 years ago, at least. Okay. A5. And probably that's not good. Okay, A5 is good. I didn't play B5 because then he would play knight A5. Now if I play B5, he won't play knight A5. See, that's pretty good analysis. Mm-hmm. Okay, he always retreats. Good. And then he retreated again. Now that's an engine. Always retreating. He played king B1 and he always retreated. It's like I programmed the engine. I did program the engine. Okay, A4. So I mean, basically, I'm just a piece up, and he has no attack on my king. And if you want your opponent to have no attack on your king, don't move the pawns in front of your king. If I move either of these pawns, then his pawns could meet mine. I don't like when they meet because...
You're vegan.
Right. Okay. Rook D8.
I'm on a roll.
Open file. Is a vegan. A roll. Knight F3. Bishop C5. Nothing much going on. Retreated again. The reason he went forward was to retreat. He wants to play knight D3 because then I can't exchange rooks, and he's putting pressure on everything. Queen E7. Finally, I got off the back row. Solid. Can't be more solid than that. Okay, now finally he went crazy like Jamie Foxx. Fox News, right? Okay, now even though he went crazy like Jamie Foxx, there was no collateral damage. Man, I cruised right into that joke.
I didn't see whatever movie it is.
Cruised into that joke. That's also a joke. Cruise. Tom Cruise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was called Collateral.
Oh.
It was with Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. Yeah, Tom Cruise was a killer.
Wait, when did that movie come out?
Before you were born. I don't know, 15 years ago, 10 years ago.
Jamie Foxx dated what's her name? His second wife or third wife. Cruise's third wife dated
Nicole Kidman?
Katie Holmes. Dated Jamie Foxx for many years, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why they were shooting each other in the movie. Yeah. Okay, now, why is Tom Cruise always running in his movies?
Why is he always running?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
He's running away from the gay rumors. Yeah. Okay. Man, if you watch South Park, the season ending and the season beginning episode back to back with Chef, and Chef died, and Tom Cruise and John Travolta, that's great TV. That's the best TV.
I thought it was Katie Holmes. Isn't it Katie Holmes? Maybe I don't have her name right. That's not Holmes. Holmes. I'm
Katie Holmes.
Southern.
No, he's making a racist joke. Did the black guy call her Katie Holmes?
Oh.
He's trying to be a racist. He's trying and succeeded. Yeah.
That's actually funny. He's not being racist.
Well, he said it because the guy's black. So
Well, it's just, it's funny.
she's from the South.
I don't think it's racist. All right, well, let's keep going.
John Holmes. Okay.
Like, if I saw Walter at karaoke, I could absolutely go up and say, "Hey, Holmes."
Yeah, but I do that with everybody.
He'd hug me. Yeah.
I told him not to hug you. That's hands off my wife. Yeah. All right, Chad's getting antsy here.
All right, let's go.
Okay. I thought they were getting Mancy, but they're getting antsy.
I want some chess.
All right, now he wants to go here because I said so.
Yeah.
All right. So I played knight c5. Obviously, I want to trade pieces, and frankly. And I want to take this pawn. And if he attacks my knight, not only could I take the pawn, but I can play knight here.
Right.
So this move is a triple threat. Right? Okay. Trapped in the closet. That's right. Tom Cruise got out of the closet. No. Well, I'm going to come in there. That's what John Travolta said. Okay. Knight b4, attacking my c-pawn. And also that would be a fork. Now, normally I would let Komodo take on c6 because I want to sack the exchange. But what if he doesn't take my rook? Oh, then I'm just losing a pawn. Terrible. So I defended my pawn, and now I got tricked. He played g5, and I said, say what? Right? And Jamie Foxx said, terrible acting. Because, say what? Now, Karen, if I take this pawn, which I did not, what would he do? What would he do?
Play f3?
Yeah, my knight's trapped. Now, it's an engine. It doesn't understand never play f3. That wasn't programmed into it. Okay, so I didn't do that. I thought I would do that if he played g5. Then he played g5. I went, oh. Okay, well, I have two retreat squares. I went to this one so my knight could retreat, my queen would have squares, my bishop's protected, and my g7 pawn's protected if he comes in here, instead of knight d7. Now, for several $1 trillion, and I think you're going to get it, we need the money some.
Okay.
If I played knight here, what would Mark Dvoretsky call these?
Superfluous knight?
That's right. Yes, we're rich. Okay. Yeah, when the knights are hopping into each other, then we have to talk to Victoria Nee.
I have that way too much in my games.
Okay, he put it in H,
Superfluous knight.
and I retreated. Okay, why did I go here? Several reasons. I want to trade pieces. I want to play c5, and I want to play knight a5 to c4, or knight d6 to c4. So my knight moved out of the way of the bishop. If Jamie Foxx was analyzing this game, what would he say about this move? Get out the way. Move. She's not so familiar with the nomenclature. Yeah. Although I think I'm not either because I mispronounced nomenclature. All right.
Jamie Foxx? I just don't know anything about the dude at all.
What? What do you mean? He's an Academy Award winner.
I just don't know anything about him.
Oh, he was in Django Unchained. He won an Academy Award for what movie?
It was the Ray Charles.
That's right, Ray. Yeah, it's called Ray.
Which I did not see. Oh, no, I did see that one. I know more than I thought. I did see it.
It's funny, in Germany, everybody saw it and didn't see it.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
No.
Because they all saw it and they did not see it. So that both. Etc. Is Get Out the Way Luda? I think it is. Sounds like Luda, right? Is what I'm saying ludicrous? Pretty sure it's Luda. Somebody will tell me. Correct. Farty party. He knew what we were talking about. All right.
All right, back to the chess, though.
Chess, that's ludicrous. Okay, so he played queen g4, which I did not see. I missed it.
Yeah.
You'll notice my knight was here defending my pawn, and now it is not.
Right.
And I can't move my queen because c6 is still hanging. And I'm not going to play queen d7 because, this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I sacrificed this pawn because I literally and figuratively didn't care. The engine plays queen c8 because the engine likes to defend pawns. Okay, and I was like, please take that pawn. And the reason I want him to take this pawn is as a Zwischenzug, and this bishop is here, so he has to take my bishop next move. But I can make my own Zwischenzug and play here. Okay, and if you're Italian, it would be an intermezzo. I'm trying to mispronounce both words, so you're all mad. Okay. Now, it's funny, one word's Italian and one word is German. What do those guys ever do together?
What?
What?
What do you mean?
Italy and Germany.
You talking about all the way back at World War II?
I'm old. What do you want me to talk about? Yeah.
Hey, no.
That's why they call me Benito. Oh, snap! Gotcha, Mussolini. Etc. Now, what was your question?
Well, don't keep talking. I was just trying to understand the situation.
So he has to trade queens because
now you got two pieces.
No. I took a piece.
Oh, okay. You took the
Okay.
knight.
Now my knight's defending my rook.
Okay.
So I'm not. So he has to take. If he doesn't take, I'm going to save my bishop. So he has to take. I would take with the king. It says the rook is better. Oh, it says the same. Then he would take this. I'm up a piece in the endgame. I literally wouldn't care. Figuratively, I might. So after bishop b4, he just took that. He doesn't want to trade queens. And then I'm like, hey, could you take this check? I'll go here and we'll trade queens again. And it said no talking. And he didn't do that. And then I'm like, all right, fine. And I finally defended my pawn and I doubled up on the bubble up. Notice, by not defending my pawn, I outsmarted the computer. The computer's like, haha, Ben sucks. And instead of taking my pawn, I traded minor pieces and traded rooks. And what would Marcellus Wallace say if it was the computer? Motherfucker. Pulp Fiction. Yeah. Okay. Also, he could also say, I'll be damned, and then take his gun out. Also, he could have said that. Now, when he was getting R'd, I say the R word a lot. You don't like that. When he was getting R'd, Marcellus Wallace, which is played by Ving Rhames, Bruce Willis killed the guy with his sword, who was watching. Then the other guy was afraid of the sword, and eventually Ving Rhames shot him. And he says, are you okay? Bruce Willis says to Marcellus Wallace, Ving Rhames. Ving Rhames says, nah, man, I'm pretty far from okay. He says, however, I'm doing better than, and he like the guy that he shot, and he says he's gonna have some guys come and torture him. So I'm doing better than that guy, but okay. And so forth. So basically, it's pretty far from okay. Hey, let me ask you guys a question before we get back to the chess. The gimp, when Bruce Willis punched him, did he die of like being strangled, or he's just unconscious? I've argued this with some of my friends. You see the movie?
Well, I've seen it once.
Okay, he says
remember a lot of it.
Frosty Balrog says he died.
Yeah.
Hard putt, yeah. Unconscious. He's happy. See, this is why I can't ask the chat anything. I never thought he was dead. And then everybody I know says, of course he's dead. I thought he died. Yeah, 50. Yeah, it's 50-50. Yeah.
I'll have to say it again.
I think he's unconscious initially, but it's implied he chokes while hanging there. I guess. Man, Bruce Willis just killing lots of people in that movie. Bruce Willis killed a lot of people in that movie. He killed his opponent. He killed the gimp, maybe. And he killed the guy with the sword. He died happy? Maybe. Tarantino said this in an interview. it doesn't quite play this way in the movie, but in my mind, the gimp's dead. But he doesn't play that way in the movie. How is that, And also, if I ever meet Quentin Tarantino, I'm gonna argue with him about what happened in his movie. He said in a radio interview, it's assumed that Bruce Willis keyed John Travolta's car. I don't agree. So I've seen the movie more than he has, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to talk to him about that. That's not what Bruce Willis would do. Bruce Willis don't key your car. Bruce Willis punches you in the face. He wouldn't key your car and hope that you don't know it's him. That's not who his character is. Terrible. Now, his name is Butch. You know what that means?
No.
He's American. Our names don't mean shit, honey. All right. Okay. Esmeralda Los Lobos. H5. He's putting it in H. Now, tell the truth.
All right.
I want the truth.
All right.
If you were playing Komodo, would you be scared of that? Oh. Here it comes.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, also I was. I was very scared. I didn't like that. I like the fact that he had no pieces, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I played a move that'll scare a lot of people. I played G6. This is a positional move. Now, for $1 trillion, which white piece does that move make bad? This, or this?
For $1 trillion?
Yeah. Which one of those pieces is now worse because I played here? That was called First Blood Omnichess.
I think the bishop because of the G5.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, if he plays G6, that's a good bishop. Mm-hmm. If I play here, it's not so good.
Hey, where's my money?
It's coming. Now, what am I worried about? Because I'm always worried. I'm worried he's going to put his bishop on this diagonal. And he didn't, because I opened that diagonal. Yeah. So bishop d2 to c3, or b3, bishop b2. Not really worried about b3 because that's stupid. But I am worried about like that because that looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he tried to take the h file. And when I played g6, I knew that I could put my knight here, which blocks the h file. Or he would go there and stop my knight, but then he has no attack. He stopped his own attack.
Right.
And I have the open file. Okay, so he played rook h1, and I went here because I'm going to put my knight here. And that's what happened. Bam! He could have also taken, then I put my knight here.
Yay. Hey, GM Canty. How's it going? Thank you for the sub.
GM Canty. Everybody thought you were an IM. What an insult. You're GM Canty. Also, a lot of people are like, do you know GM Canty?
Thank you, yes.
I've known James like probably longer than most of the chat before they were born. You ever play Canty? Do you know who he is? Come on. Everybody in the chat's ridiculous. See, what the chat doesn't understand, if I say chat 10 more times, I tie with Hikaru. What the chat doesn't understand is before chess streaming was popular, that there were chess tournaments before COVID and everybody knew everybody. That's like saying, hey, Djokovic, do you know Federer? In this case, I'm Djokovic and Canty is Federer. And I'm like, right? Oh, hey, Ben, do you know Yasser? I mean, what? That's like saying, hey, Joe Biden, do you know Kamala Harris? Like, what? I mean, everybody knows everybody. Grandmasters all know each other. Before streaming, we played in tournaments together. We were like that, son. And if you ever watch the Chappelle Show, remember the Wayne Brady episode, right?
I remember that.
And then I say this a lot. This is one of my go-tos. When Wayne Brady is pretty mad at Dave Chappelle's response is, we're black actors. We're going to stick together. Black actors. So whenever you guys think that like I don't like Hikaru or he doesn't like me, we're black actors. We got to stick together. That's code for grandmasters. It's just the same as black actors. Me and Canty were black actors, right? That's what we are, right? I was brought up in the hood, and when I told Samuel L. Jackson that, even though it was Dave Chappelle, he drove me to the hood and dropped me off and went home. And I was only like 7 years old. I'm from the streets.
Okay, but the chess.
Yeah, this is chess.
Chess, yeah.
Yeah. Is Wayne Brady going to have to choke a bitch? I try not to. Wayne Brady's going to have to choke. No, don't do that. Where are we? You said we're going to the ATM. We're at the ATM. Come here, bitches. All right. Good show, right?
Yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah. Go, Grandmaster
Hey,
Gowrie.
Grandmaster
We have two
Gowrie.
Grandmasters watching, Canty and
Yeah.
Gowrie. Yeah. Although I guess Canty left.
In name only. In name only.
Oh, snap. Oh. Hey, Grandmaster Gowrie, this is not a joke. Did you get another IM norm? Do you have like 8 now? Like in the last 2 months, did you get another norm?
Why does the name have to be so long? There we go. I think I did it. I did it.
Anybody? Come on, Gowrie. No, I didn't get it that well. I was sick this time. No, I mean like a month before I thought you got one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah, Gowrie, he could have shouted himself out. He's a mod.
Gowrie, how many norms do you have? He did. Yeah, I was
he
right.
did?
Yeah, I didn't mean this time. I meant like a month ago or something. How many norms do you have? He has 7 IM norms.
Okay.
You need 3. But he's not 2,400 FIDE.
He's got to gain some rating.
Yeah, frankly, terrible. I'm barely 2,400 FIDE, so I shouldn't talk. Okay, now here,
But he's still young.
if my opponent was Indian, like Gowrie, then what would he have?
Vishwanathan.
Vishwanathan. He's got nothing. He's all talk at a badge. But White can't do anything here. Okay, now obviously the engine should sack the exchange except for one thing. Okay, so he played Queen H3, which is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying Vishwanathan. Is that Keats?
No,
This is your area of
that's
expertise.
Shakespeare. Well, I'm
Shakespeare?
signifying full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Damn, you were right. I
That's
can't believe you were
Shakespeare.
right about stuff. Now,
Well,
when
Faulkner quotes it, but
Yeah.
the original Shakespeare.
now when Shakespeare played chess and he
Sound
had
and
White in this
fury.
position, what would he do with White when Shakespeare was playing chess?
And it relates to sound and fury somehow.
No, I said Shakespeare. So you got to know everything Shakespeare's ever written, and then you'll figure it out.
Oh, is it like to be or not to be?
To be E3 or not to be E3, that is the question. That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer. Yeah, okay. You guys suffered through that enough. Sam Shakespeare. That's right.
And I'm no expert in literature. I mean, it's a
You're
huge
not?
field. No.
Wait, I thought you were a literature major.
I was. That was a very long time ago. I am well read.
Are you saying it was a long time ago?
But
No,
I'm
you're like sort of blue today.
no expert.
Not red.
No.
Yeah. The Hamlet Gambit, Bishop E3 in the French defense. So named by David Moody. All right, thanks for watching. Oh, okay. So I don't know. My point was, what the hell is this move? Now, most of you'd have your tongues out and you'd be foaming at the mouth, which is weird. And you'd be like taking this pawn. That's the most irrelevant pawn in chess history. Also, queen takes e6 check, which is why I didn't take the pawn. I don't care what I can do. I only care what my opponent can do. And my opponent can do that. And that's it. So I'm never going to relinquish the e6 square to my opponent. So I defended it
Again.
Okay, I got one weak pawn and I'm defending it twice. Did you want to trade more pieces? Ish don't think so. Okay, so he played here. He wants to penetrate and infiltrate. Probably he's German or something. Queen d7, no open file for you. Right? Not only did he not get an open file, what else didn't he get? Soup. No soup for you. That was the soup Nazi, so that actually went well with my. Okay, Queen c3 attacking. What?
Queen c3. Attacking. Well, I mean, you're attacking. You can't really take the pawn. You got out of the way. The
What's this
bishop.
attacking?
Oh, e5.
e5.
I don't know why that was so hard to see.
So I defended it. Yeah. So I defended this, and his rook can't go to d1, and there's no attack. Mm-hmm. I have spoken. Okay, he played random legal move, and I played c5. Coming to get him. Bishop d2. And I was like, oh, do you want to trade queens? And he said yes. And then what did I say when I traded queens with him? I probably did say it too. Gotcha, bitch. Right. Now I win $1 million out of $1 million. Yeah, I can't not win. I could try not to win, but I would win by accident. I spent my whole life wanting to be a piece up. And then I'm like, hey, 2 pawns. Yay. Yeah. All I ever want to do is be up a piece. All right. And then the rest is silly because I'm up a piece. And he's got nothing. King d7 was really good. I like that move a lot. Engine says king d7 and rook d1 check, then king d7. Oh, I didn't even see that. I could play rook here check and then king d7. Yeah, I actually like that more. But I like king d7 because he can't do anything. And everybody in the chat's like, why didn't you take that pawn? And why didn't you do this? And why didn't you do that? It's because you guys don't know how to play chess. That's why. If you knew how to play chess, I would have taken the pawn. Wait, that wasn't my point. Yeah, I'm pretending that I mistaken. Okay. Here's the point. I don't care what I'm doing. What I'm doing doesn't matter. If you don't believe me, ask Karen. She says it every day several times. What I do doesn't matter. Okay? What matters is what's he going to do, right? Or what's she going to do when he says goodbye? Right? You like that song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so he's going to go here, even though it's not a he. So no, you're not. And I don't have to take things when you have equal material and the position is around approximately equal. You want to take material. When you're up a piece, you don't care about that anymore. You care about stopping counterplay. I don't need more material. I have enough material. I don't care about more material. I care about his rook and bishop don't exist, and I get 3 queens. That's what I worry about. Okay, so I'm like, you want to trade rooks? So I castled queenside and kingside. That's why I'm a grandmaster, and Komodo's nothing. Now, you didn't know this. This is a true story. It's not a true story. In June, when they have the U.S. Junior Championship, Komodo's going to play. Because Komodo's like, this version of Komodo's like a week old. So under 18, you could play in the U.S. Junior. On one of the cartoons I watch, I don't remember which one, let's say Family Guy, Joan Rivers, and it was Joan Rivers. It was her, and she's in the cartoon Joan Rivers. And she's like, yeah, they asked me to do a porno, but I wasn't allowed to because most of my body's under 18 years old. It was fake, you know. Yeah.
Hey, she had a show, what was the name of the show? It was just Joan Rivers?
Family Guy.
Oh, I thought you said she was like a good...
She was on Family Guy, and there was a cartoon version of her, and it was her playing herself.
I think I've actually seen that now that you mention it.
Etc.
I love her on Louie, too.
Why come we're not having another train? Okay. So he checked me, and I moved away. I should have repeated, obviously. Blunder on my part. Attacked my pawn. I saw it. Then he made random legal move. And then I got my superfluous knight, so he couldn't capture them for free. And then I played rook here. Now, why did I play rook here, Karen? What was my reasoning? I'm not saying it's the right answer. What was my reasoning? I even said it at the time. I was trash talking at this point. I'm up 2-0. I'm going to win for sure. Getting overconfident.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it keeps the rook from coming in, and it's off the dark squares, so the bishop can't. Yeah. Yeah,
I don't want my pieces on dark squares because he has a dark squared bishop.
Yeah.
And you see anything on a dark square? Oh snap! The one thing on a dark square is defended by my other knight. So, right?
Yeah. Where's my money?
Yeah. Okay. He played here because look, that's good. Okay. Ha-ha! I got it on a white square. Mwah! You guys think I'm kidding, but I'm not. I have bad memories of positions where I put pieces on a dark square with a dark square bishop and or vice versa. And then I was like, mother son of a... Yeah. Okay. So he retreated. And then I'm like, get your bishop out of there. Yeah, so I put my pawns on dark squares, defended, so his bishop can't move. I killed his bishop. You'll notice I'm pretty patient. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you notice it? Notice it. Notice it. Notice it. Notice it. Oh, wait, I wasn't patient. So now I want to get my knights, that go knee, right? And then he'll be suffocated like a python. And that was the full Monty. That was like 4 jokes. Did you get any of them?
No.
Aw. The knights that go knee, Monty Python.
No, I don't
Damn.
watch Monty Python. I don't.
She's a woman. She even hates the good stuff from Monty Python.
No, I just don't.
That's a quote.
Okay, but I don't.
4 references. What else? Okay, now we'll do the wrap it up button. Man, my chess analysis has very little chess in it. Okay, Rick there. Ha! Now I'm so defended. I'm so defended, and I just can't hide it. Now, when I played knight takes b3, I knew that he would take, and I was like, if I go check, which trades pieces, if he takes it and I take, he has rook check. So I can't go there because I don't want him to win this pawn. So I took that pawn. Not only did I take a pawn, and I'm threatening another pawn, but I stopped rook f7. So now I want to play this and this and so forth. I got 7 passed pawns, 1 for each of you. I couldn't believe the engine didn't fall for that. Yeah, now here, I should win with, with ease, although this is what I did was good. But somehow it seemed like it wasn't easy. I was getting mad at myself. I mean, I would expect anybody to resign here, but the engine doesn't resign. So I was just randomly checking. I was having fun. I'm having fun. And I lost my pawn, which wasn't great. Doesn't matter. Up 5 million pieces in pawns. This was important to, block the rook. All right. And the rest was just silly. And mate. Yeah, actually, in this position, there's no reason to play bishop here and get mated, but the engine had enough. It's like, fuck this game. That's what it said. Yeah. It's just, okay, whatever, just mate me. I'm done. Yeah. Now, at this point, I was told after the match by Larry Kaufman that Komodo refused to play game 4. It's like, fuck this match. Like, I'm losing every game. I don't have any chances. And they had to actually do some code to make it play game 4. They had to I couldn't believe it. True story. Monty Python and the Grail? Terrible. What word did he miss?
Holy Grail?
Yeah. And the Grail. What?
That was close.
Yeah. True story except for one thing. Komodo 64, like Commodore 64. Okay. Bam. Should we do a marker so this is the next game for a person?
Yes.
You can call her a person. All right. Wasn't game 4 where Larry started helping Komodo? That's right. Deep Blue got helped during the Kasparov match. Also true, except for one thing. It was like that because neither one happened. Yeah.
Oh, he did one. Okay.
Kasparov claimed Deep Blue was cheating against him, and here's how they were cheating. Mm-hmm. They were having grandmasters make the move for Komodo for Deep Blue. He said that.
Yeah.
He said those aren't computer moves; those are human moves, so they're cheating. And then where did he get a job? Fox News. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Etc.
Did he just say it like briefly, or was it a thing like that he kept
Yeah, he's
insisting
crazy.
on?
Yeah. Kasparov was crazy before you were born. Wait, how old? Yeah, he's older than you. He wasn't crazy as a kid. He was a nice kid, Kasparov.
Yeah.
Then he grew into the guy he is today. A tyrant. NFT. Ooh, I blundered the NFT. Okay, now that's an NFT. My friend works at IBM. He confirmed Deep Blue is cheating. That's funny. You know why I know that that's not true? Because that guy doesn't have a friend. Let's see. Wasn't allowed, of course. I know more about that match than I normally would because I talked to Ken Thompson at Google about it for 30 minutes, and he was the arbiter. And he resigned as the arbiter during the match. True story. Do you think chess makes people crazy? You need to be crazy to play chess. Neither. People like to say they're crazy. I'll tell you who really was crazy. Right?
Hey, Jules Cheek.
Who really is crazy?
I mean, I'm probably not going to want to say it on the stream if it's somebody that's really crazy that might see it.
No, it's Patsy Cline.
Oh. I thought you were thinking about somebody else that I'm friends with.
No. Oh, yeah. Boy, you had to languish with that one. Yes. I couldn't think of the word languish. I was like, there's got to be a word I can use. You can do it. In the movie, who played Patsy Cline?
Oh, Jessica Lange. I didn't
That's
need
right.
a hint.
That's why I said languish.
Right, but I didn't even need a hint for that.
Yeah. Man, languish from Lang. That's pretty good off the, like,
I already
like
knew
3
it, but I
seconds.
didn't really
No,
use
I
the
know.
clue.
They've never heard of Patsy Cline. They never heard of Jessica Lange. By the way, that's 90% of the chat.
Yeah.
100%.
I thought Jessica Lange was recently on a
90,
TV series.
90% of the chat hasn't heard of Patsy Cline or Jessica Lange.
I bet they've heard of Jessica Lange.
No, they have not. No. Yeah, who? No, he's not kidding either. They have no idea.
Yeah, American Horror Story, which I didn't see.
Uh-oh.
But see, they know Jessica Lange.
Knows Jessica Lange but can't spell Lang. So I don't know. Jessica Lange was Murder, She Wrote? Terrible. That's Jessica Fletcher. That's the name of the character. The one in Murder, She Wrote is one of the greatest actresses of all time, and I'm not kidding. Remember her name?
Yeah, I was just trying to remember.
That's right. But she's one of the greatest actresses ever. She doesn't get enough. If you want to see her where she's really, really, really good, Angela Lansbury is correct.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to see her something really good, write this down. Write it down. You got a pen? Okay. If you want to see Angela Lansbury, you have to watch... I can't think of the name of the movie. They made a remake, too. Damn it. You know, the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Spades, something. She is still alive. What's the movie she made with, what's his name? With Larry Lawrence. Lawrence what? What's Lawrence's last name?
Lawrence.
Damn.
Olivier?
No,
Lawrence
he's a
Fishburne.
No, this is like in the 50s and 60s.
Okay. Trent.
Manchurian Candidate, thank you. Now, there's 2 Manchurian Candidates. There's the recent one. Then there's the real one. Lawrence, not Tierney. What's his name? What's Lawrence's last name? It's not Lawrence Tierney. It's Lawrence... Lawrence what? Harvey. Thank you. Okay, now let me explain Lawrence Harvey to you. Lawrence Harvey and Angela Lansbury are unbelievably good in Manchurian Candidate. You have to see that. You'll really like Angela Lansbury if you see Manchurian Candidate. Like, I'm serious. Okay, but now I'm going to tell you who Lawrence Harvey is, because you don't know who he is. If you've ever watched Columbo, like the Beastie Boys, right? There's one episode where the whole episode is chess. These 2 guys are playing for the World Chess Championship, and one tries to kill the other because the other guy is going to win. So the guy who's going to lose, he tries to kill the other guy. And the star of that episode is Lawrence Harvey. I have spoken. Frank Sinatra is also in it. He's also a Manchurian Candidate. Was she the title character in Being John Malkovich? Boo, boo. That joke was okay. Okay, now, I don't want you to cry, but I did not win this game. However, I won the match with this game. That sort of gives away the result.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget about trains, people. People.
They don't know what the format is.
There's a Columbo episode like that too. That's what I just said. I said it was a Columbo episode. Ugh. Cried anyways. Okay. So I played the French.
Again?
Because, Karen, Normally, like on a typical day, I might take a nap. Then I go to the store and I buy Karen flowers and candy and get her a card. And let's see, what was the fourth thing? And balloons to say I love you. Right, sweetie?
Yeah, he did today.
Yeah.
Lots of nice gifts.
Do you think Edward Norton is a top 10 actor? He is a top 10 actor now, but not of all time. But now he is. Of people that are alive, yes. He's about number 9.
Where is the night?
Number 9! It's right here.
Night odds.
Here you go. Here you go.
Mm-hmm. Well, it might not be a joke.
Well, it's not a joke. You're giving him too much credit trying to learn.
Maybe he just showed up, or maybe.
Okay, if 9-9 is still here, you know what I want from you? All right.
He's talking about too.
What's happening?
No, just keep going. I'm just looking at something.
I'm confused. Okay, so this is actually one of our other games, which I showed on the previous analysis of these games. And in this position, the engine played knight f3, and in this game it played here, but we transposed. And I played f5, and this was game 1, I believe. This position occurred in game 1. This is game 4. And in game 1, the engine played knight g5, and then I played knight b6, defending my pawn. Then I showed you the Caro-Kann. We have to play knight b6, because e6 is going to get after knight takes f7. And here he played knight h4, which indicates to me they did some meddling between games or during the games, like to make it play differently. If it plays the same moves it played last game, I would just win the same way. So it has to play something different. Yes, Red Dragon is very good. And the movie that made Ed Norton famous was Primal Fear. If you haven't seen Primal Fear, I'm going to take a 2-hour break and just sit here. You watch it, then we're going to discuss it. So we'll be back in 2 hours. So how you doing? Have a good day so far? Got some balloons and flowers? Yeah. American History X is fine, but Primal Fear, I have spoken. Fight Club is fine. Primal Fear, I have spoken. All right, now for $1 trillion.
I like Birdman.
For $1 trillion, don't look at the chat because they might tell you. In the movie Fight Club, who played the character called Bitch Tits?
I mean, I've seen the movie once.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to know.
Meatloaf, right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Meatloaf. Good name.
That's funny.
Primal Fear or Snakes on a Plane? Boo, boo. Yeah. Did you see Primal Fear?
There are a lot of movies.
Supposedly, I don't believe this. 4,000 people tried out for the part, and they gave it to Ed Norton, who was like unknown. Yeah. And it turned out somebody was really mad about that. You know who was mad? Jackie Gleason.
I don't know what that means.
On The Honeymooners, Ed Norton was his guy who lived upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Make an Ed Norton joke.
I'm not a fan of that show.
What? That's my mom's favorite show. End of Eve.
I don't like a lot of yelling.
There's a lot of yelling in that show.
He yells at his wife. Fuck you, dude.
Damn.
That's what I feel like saying.
On Futurama, they said that he was the first astronaut because Bam zoomed to the moon.
Yeah.
And then Fry's like, he's not an astronaut. That was just a metaphor for beating his wife.
I don't like that show.
No.
I don't need to watch him yelling at his wife. Fuck him.
Damn. Truth hurts. If you watch Family Guy, you would like hamana, pow, right in the kisser. I told you what that was about, then I get banned. So. In Primal Fear, good cast. That's correct. Okay, so Knight H4 is a new move, and it doesn't smell. Only NH3 smells. NH4 does not. Somebody like on the YouTube said NH4 smells. No, it does not. NH3 smells. not NH4.
I get it mixed up too.
Right. This is the one that smells. This doesn't. All right. Learn your ammonia and ammoniums. Now, if you like the taste of ammonia, then you call it ammonium yum. Frankly, not delicious. Okay. So I played G6 because white is threatening. Well, I get a Perrier while you're figuring out what's threatening.
Let's see. 6. Oh yeah, Queen H5, maybe.
I asked this guy in Canada, what's your favorite drink and who's your favorite admiral? And he said Perrier. What's the threat?
Oh, Queen H5.
Mm-hmm. All these jokes I make up as I'm saying them, just so you know. Like my whole life, I mean. Raging Rapture, that's like when Karen makes soup. She makes soup for like 4 days. So we're eating cabbage soup right now. Before we had lentil soup. Today, I had lentil soup and cabbage soup. That's why I got you all those balloons.
The cabbage soup's really good. I make the best cabbage soup. And I got a new Instant Pot. The biggest one is huge, and the whole thing is cabbage soup.
Karen loves loves the big pot. Yeah.
I used to be a programmer, Ruby. I don't program anymore.
I have a serious question. I'm not kidding. XQC? How come he has no viewers? Just started? Usually has 90,000 viewers.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
16,000? Terrible. Did you use COBOL and Fortran? You know who used COBOL and Fortran? Wes. Yeah. And BASIC. Yeah.
I know a little
Wes
bit
was a
basic.
computer programmer before people heard of computers. He was a computer programmer. He didn't go to school for that. And then like in the 50s and 60s for Chrysler. So if you like your Chrysler, it's because of Wes. If you don't like it, he retired a long time ago. Excuse me.
I know a little bit of BASIC.
Actually true. All right. So he wants to play Queen H5. The engine says King F7's the best move. Frankly, I'm not doing that. It says, okay, this isn't a joke. The engine's insane. This is an engine line. Queen E7, Knight F3, Queen D8, and then white plays something else. You know, the engine's on crack. Jesus Christ. And it's not good crack. Not the kind like on Sunny. It's the bad crack. Okay. That's a great episode where he wants to marry the whore. And then she has crack, and they're all doing crack. Yeah. Crack's great. Roxy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great episode. Yeah. I'm cuckoo for crack. Okay, so G6, I played to stop Queen H5. Then his knight has done its job here. And then I played G7, and we agreed to a draw. And that was, I followed the game Giri Radjabov. That's how their game went.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yasser would play King F7. And so forth. I'm invested in cryptocurrencies because then when I try to log onto my account, I can't get in. There was a hack in crypto.com, which is what they renamed the Staples Center. And it's still, I don't know, $15 million, which is like nothing. And now random people can't get into their account.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They're random people, so I don't care. That's right. The crack episode with unemployment is a great episode. It's not better than the Roxy episode. That's incorrect. Okay, first of all, I'm going to have Karen back me up, and she's going to like perk up now. The Roxy episode features the limousine scene.
I've seen it.
They're saying some other episode is better.
You mean in general? Or?
No, they said this other episode where they're doing crack and unemployment to get crack.
I remember, I've seen that.
Which one's better? Which episode?
The Roxy one.
Yeah, of course. It's not even close.
That's one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, you guys are crazy. Yeah. No, it is a difference, Jules Cheat. If he's using NordVPN, then this is better for me. But if he's not, then the bishop. Yeah. Remember, get NordVPN. And use my code to get a discount. Those discounts come in handy. You could do a double check. Let's see, who's... Yeah, let's see here. It's trying to learn. Huh. Interesting. If true. Complicated joke.
Oh.
Wasn't Michael Jordan one of her clients? What was I talking about? Oh, no, it wasn't Michael Jordan. It was Tiger Woods. But you're close. You named a black athlete. But it wasn't Tiger Woods. But that's what, yeah.
I'm starting to fade.
Terrible.
I got
Streaming for an hour and a half.
6:45 today.
Yeah. That's later than usual. Usually get up 6:30. Okay.
Yeah.
So I played bishop e7 because develop pieces is good. He put it in h. Now, this isn't like the engine move, but I'm trying to stop him from doing anything. And what I was worried about the whole match was if I stop everything and it's all blocked up, I can't win. And actually, this is something I fear when I have black in tournaments, slow tournaments, OTB, against players rated 2200 to 2450, that they're going to block it up and then I can't win. And here, h5 blocks it up too much. I'm still winning. I'm completely winning. But what happened this game was, a lot of blocking up. So far, I'm really happy because my opponent can't do anything. Okay. And I'll show you my mistake this game because I analyzed it with the engine and said I made one mistake. You think if I was up a piece, I could make a mistake and still win. But you'd think wrong. When the game ended and I analyzed the game, I thought I made like 30 mistakes. But only one move it said was bad. It liked all of this crazy thing that I did with knight here, knight here, knight here, knight here. It said that's great. Rook c8 was the best move, getting the file. This is the best move. And it loves what I'm doing. Stockfish 12 is like, you're the best. Okay. So it just says I'm winning, winning, winning. Everything's winning. You're the greatest. Stockfish 12 is in love with me because I beat his rival, right? Stockfish doesn't like Komodo. They're not like that. Okay. And then I'll tell you what I did wrong. It says this is great. It says everything I did was great.
So
I'm completely winning.
When you have your queen in front of the rook like that on the file,
yeah.
So they won't try to just bring their rook over there.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I move my queen and we trade all the rooks. Yay. I want to trade everything.
Yeah, okay.
Right. I thought he might play rook c1. Yeah. Okay. And then if you remember, which you don't, in this position, king g7 is not good. I should play king g8. But that's okay. I'm still winning pretty easily. Okay. Now in this position, if you remember, they don't remember. This was the longest think I had of the match. I thought for several minutes here. And the move I made isn't anywhere near the best move. However, I must say that this isn't a good position to have. When the game started, I don't want this position. It's all blocked up. The pawns are locked. My opponent has a passed pawn. Opponent has a rook on the 7th. And worst of all, there's a bishop on f1. The engine says I'm completely winning here. Knight c4 wins. Rook c1 wins. King g8 wins. And king g8 I like because I was always worried he'd take this with check. But then I wouldn't worry about it. And also I'm getting off of this. I should have played king g instead of king g7, to be honest. And I thought forever here, and I was so worried about this that I put it in h. So I could play knight f7 and, in case his knight came. Now you could say, wait a minute, why are you afraid of knight g5 when you can take it? Well, he can trade bishops, then play knight g5. And this is a very bad move because my knight's really good on g4. And now he wanted to put his knight here because he couldn't put it here because I would just trade it off. So he put his knight on c5. And now this is very difficult to win. I'm sort of glad that I drew from this position. And this is amazing. Now, Karen, in your opinion, which captures better, bishop takes or knight takes?
Let's see. I'm not sure.
Correct. They're the same. And I thought this was insane because I want my knight to come in here.
Yeah.
And my bishop just sucks no matter where it is. So when the engine said, like, this is okay, I'm like, what? Why would that be okay? But, okay, so I played here because I want my knight to go here. My bishop just go back. Okay, take. And now it only says I'm up like 1.5, and I'm up 5 the whole game. So knight h6 was just a terrible blunder, but letting him win the a-pawn was also bad. This was just a tough game for me. Queen c7's bad. Oh, no, queen c7's not bad. Queen c7's fine. I should play bishop b7 here so my bishop doesn't get trapped. I can play bishop c8 and defend this. Because that's my weak pawn. Obviously, this is stupid here. So knight f7's not good. Yeah. And after queen a5, I'm not winning anymore. When we repeated, I was like, damn, I'm a piece up, but I'm going to lose on time. But I'm actually not winning. Yeah. That's actually the best move, knight d8. That's how I decided to defend my pawn. Yeah, this is a draw. Like, all engines say, like, this is just a repetition. I can't do anything. So that was embarrassing, except for one thing. You know what the one thing was?
No.
I won the match with that game.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But still, like, drawing up a piece is, terrible. And, obviously it's a lot better than me. And at this point in the match, without me knowing it, but obviously it's true now, I'm playing worse than I was because I'm playing all these games in a row, and I'm trying to play in a way where I don't blunder anything or miss any tactic, which is different than I usually play. When I play you guys, like, I'm trying to blunder, and then you guys don't see it. Here I'm trying not to blunder, but I blunder anyway. First 3 games I made, like, no mistakes. Like, I played like Magnus if he was on crack. Okay, which, he is. No, he's not. It could be the killer, though. Is he the killer? Yes. No. It's a commercial for iPhone 13. Okay.
Nobody's going to get that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm getting tired.
Well, the game's over.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Did you talk nonstop like me?
No, but I got it real early.
So you're going to karaoke?
No. There's
See,
no way.
whenever she may or may not go to karaoke, I'm always like, of course she'll go. However, I knew she wouldn't go. By the way, she might go.
No.
She might take a nap now, wake up at 10, and then go.
No.
Why not?
I'm just not in the
It's
mood.
cold?
It's cold, and I'm tired.
Yeah, but if you take a nap and you wake up, you might feel refreshed. What if you take a nap, wake up at 10, and you got 30 texts from Misty and Karen?
They're already texting me.
Yeah.
They're going. They're already texting me. And
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
not
Spencer, are
going.
you going? All Karen does is talk nonstop. That's right.
And there's karaoke almost any
Karaoke's
night.
never on Tuesday. You never go Tuesday.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you go to the
Mazzies.
other one.
Mazzies.
Yeah, you go to the other one. That's,
Yeah.
I don't count that.
I go there like once every 2 months on Tuesdays.
All right, so for the last 2 games, stay tuned for the next stream. We did 2 games this stream. Lots of analysis. Who'd win, Rizza or Spencer? Spencer could probably spot Rizza a rook in blitz chess. Spencer's a master. Rizza's like 1,500. He's talking about. I'm in Marietta. Where's karaoke? You're not far. It's on. It's in downtown Roswell, and it's
different places, different.
Yeah, Chaplin's is the one we're talking about.
But no, but they have it like Kings of Karaoke. Look them up.
Yeah, look up Kings of Karaoke because they have karaoke everywhere.
Over in Marietta,
but mainly Chaplin's. That's where you have to go, Chaplin's. That's the dive bar. Rawr. Where's my NordVPN merch? Where isn't it? Does NordVPN have merch? Like wear shirts says
sure they
NordVPN?
do.
Really?
Yeah. Sure they do.
Better get some merch then. Have you played Eric Schiller? I played Eric Schiller when I was a little kid, and I beat him. I knew Eric Schiller for like 30 years, even when he became a mechanical man. Like he lost all of his limbs, and he had like metal ones, like a pirate. And he was in a wheelchair also. Yeah.
Can you send us NordVPN tank tops?
I can. The more you donate, the
Definitely.
more something.
You can send those Lawful Waffle.
We're not going to wear them, but you can send them.
I'll wear mine. I wear a lot of tank tops. In the summer.
I can wear mine working out.
In the summer, I do.
Yeah. Put the dust off of the
I'm not going to wear
treadmill.
one in the winter.
How often do you recognize when I go out? Always. Karen's like, there's Ben. So yeah, she knows who I am. If I'm in a big city like New York or something, then every day, twice a day. If I'm in Rome, only like once a week. Only one person in Rome. Millions of people in Rome. Come on. Terrible, right? Yeah. Big money, no whammy, stop. $99.99. Now that's big money.
Thank you, J.A.
Thanks. Yeah, you're the best person who ever lived. If somebody gives 100, you're still better than them because that's better. All right, we need 10 more people to do that. Or, okay, 9 more because, 9.
Yeah.
Where'd 99 go? He was giving me 9 subs? Terrible. Who's the best backgammon chess player if you average the ratings?
Hey, so are you going to keep streaming for a bit?
I'm just going to answer this question. Then I'm
out. Oh. Because I'm going to go if you're not going to. And it's cold down here, too.
I think there's a guy from Scandinavian country there is a guy in Scandinavian country who's good. It might be, I think there's a Scandinavian guy who's an IM or a GM, and he's probably top 30 in the world in backgammon, but I can't think of his name. Gingy would have been one of the top ones. Elliot Winslow would have been one of the top ones. Paul McGrill would have been one of the top ones. He was 2,200 at chess. What's his name would have been one of the top ones. Dan Harrington. I think there's a GM or an IM at chess who's good at backgammon, like really good, like top. He's from Scandinavian country, but I don't know who it is. So it's not Magnus Carlsen. 3 favorite NBA players? Karen. Who am I rating, Karen?
Hey, right here.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
His stream's sort of blah. Was I the most correct?
I think so.
Yeah. Just kidding. See you guys tomorrow. Except for one thing, it's date night, but maybe.
Bye.
Bye.